The standard Medicare Part B premium is $202.90 a month in 2026, so Medicare is free at $65 is flat out wrong for most people. That's over $2,400 a year before you touch a single deductible or copay, and it's just the first of 5 myths that could cost you thousands. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly what you'll actually pay. For a typical new enrollee, the direct baseline Medicare cost can hit $4,934.80 a year. That's $2,134.80 in Part B premiums, plus up to $2,100 in Part D drug costs, per medicare.gov for 2026. I read the fine print so you don't have to. And that figure excludes any Medigap premium or hospital cost sharing. So let's tear down the myths that hide it. The biggest myth is that once you hit 65, Medicare costs you nothing because you already paid for it through decades of payroll taxes. It feels true, you earned it, and nobody warns you otherwise. So people budget zero for health coverage in retirement. Here's the truth. Part A hospital coverage is free for most people, but Part B is not. The standard Part B premium is $202.90 a month in 2026, according to the SSA, which is $2,534.80 a year before any deductible or coinsurance. I have Medicare does not mean I have no premium. Myth number 2. Once you're on Medicare, your covered doctor and outpatient bills are paid in full, so you never see a bill again. People picture Medicare as a full coverage plan that just takes care of everything. That assumption falls apart fast. Original Medicare pays 80% of covered Part B services once you meet the deductible, which means you owe the other 20% out of pocket, per medicare.gov. That's shared cost exposure on every single covered service. And for someone with frequent outpatient care, it adds up quickly. Medicare covers a lot, but not the whole bill. Myth 3. Like most employer health plans, Medicare must have an annual out-of-pocket maximum that caps your spending. People carry that assumption straight from their working years into retirement. It's a dangerous one to get wrong. Here's the part that scares people. Original Medicare has no annual out-of-pocket maximum, according to medicare.gov. That means there is no hard ceiling on what you can owe for covered services in a year of heavy treatment, unless you add supplemental coverage. For a chronic condition or specialist-heavy year, that uncapped exposure is real financial risk. If this is useful, subscribe. The next breakdown is already coming. Myth 4. Medicare charges everyone the same flat premium regardless of income. It sounds fair and simple, so most people never check. But higher earners get a nasty surprise on their first bill. The standard $202.90 premium only applies if your income stays below the IRMAA surcharge thresholds, per SSA and KFF. If you earn above those bands, your Part B premium climbs well past the standard amount, based on income-related adjustments. So check your expected income against the brackets on SSA's Medicare premiums page before you assume you'll pay the base rate. Before I get to this last one, the most counterintuitive piece of all, here's myth 5. Your prescriptions are automatically covered under Medicare at little to no cost. People assume drug coverage is baked in and cheap. The reality catches a lot of retirees off guard. Prescription drug coverage isn't automatic. It's a separate Part D plan you must enroll in and pay for. Thanks to the 2026 redesign, there's now an out-of-pocket maximum of $2,100 for covered formulary drugs, per medicare.gov, but that's still $2,100 of real spending on top of your premiums. Use Medicare's Plan Finder and sort by estimated total yearly cost, not just the premium. So Medicare at 65 is not free. Expect $202.90 a month for Part B, a 20% coinsurance with no spending cap, possible IRMAA surcharges, and up to $2,100 in Part D drug costs, all per SSA and medicare.gov for 2026. Check your premium on SSA's page, estimate drug costs in Plan Finder, and compare whether Medigap or Medicare Advantage gives you the out-of-pocket cap original Medicare lacks. Next, I'm breaking down exactly how the IRMAA income surcharge works and the income thresholds that quietly double some retirees' Medicare premiums, the trap most people never see coming. If you want to catch that one, Subscribe so you don't miss it.